Hello and welcome to this short tutorial from Cardiff Bridge Tutors on how to sacrifice, compete and introducing the law of total trumps in an endeavour to keep you out of expensive doubles. There are two types when you may compete or sacrifice. One is against a part score, and here North and South are busily bidding hearts. East has intervened with a two-club bid, and West is now considering whether or not to advance the overcall. And in doing so, they need to consider their vulnerability. And on a part score, whether you are non-vulnerable or vulnerable, then at the 2 level, you can afford to go 1 off economically. At the 3 level, then you may go 2 off if they are non-vulnerable and 1 off if you're vulnerable. So you've got to be fairly sure that your competitive bid is accurate, and the law of total trumps is a way of doing this. The second sacrifice is against a game score, where North and South have bid up to game in 4 hearts, and East bid intervene with spades, and West is now deciding whether to overcall 4 spades. So always you need to be non-vulnerable. And the opposition of a non-vulnerable, you may go 2 off, expecting to be doubled, and if the opposition are vulnerable, you may go 3 off and doubled. So the dilemma is always, excuse me, the dilemma is always, can they make game? Well, one way is, did they bid it confidently? So if they went 1 heart, 3 hearts, and it been signed off in game, then yes, that's fairly confident, and they're probably going to make their contract. However, it may be some reluctant bidding, when you may count their points, add their points up, because if they've got 21, 22, they can probably make 7 or 8 tricks, and with 23, 24, they can make 8 or 9. But you need to take care, as points aren't everything, as you know, distribution in your hand, so they may also have distribution in theirs. So the key is calculating how many tricks you might make, and this is the law of total trumps. How can you tell the law of total trumps? It's a very simple law, because what it says is the number of tricks you can make is equal to the number of trumps held between you. However, a slight warning, caveat, it isn't precise. So, how to help? After a takeout double, 1 diamond doubled, then bid 1 level higher than you should. So if you've got a hand like this, you've got 4 of your partner's suit. So you would say, on the law of total trumps, you assume your partner's got 4, you've got 4. That indicates 8, so take away the 6. You could bid at the 2 level. However, after a takeout double, I would bid 1 level higher, bid 3 diamonds, a spoiling tactic. And in overcalls, as long as you've agreed that your overcalls have 5 cards, then you may use the better of the losing trick count and the law of total trumps. And here we have an overcall of hearts over 1 diamond. So with what you do know is with 5, the overcall must have 5 cards, and we always say that the losing trick count is 7 if you overcall it the 2 level, is 8 if you overcall it the 1 level. So there we are, there's my hand. I've got terrible 4 points. However, I do have 4 hearts. So I look at the number of losers, it's 10, I don't fancy that. However, by using the better of the losing trick count or law of total trumps, I now say, well, my partner had 5 to overcall, I've got 4, I'm going to bid at the 3 level, and I would bid 3 hearts. Crow. Maybe you use guessed M, crow, colour rank other. You can then choose between 2 5-card suits, and you bid to the law of total tricks maximum, total trumps maximum. So 2 no trumps in crow means you have 2 5-card major suits. So if you're sat with this and you've got that terrible hand again, 4 points, but you do have 4 hearts. You do the same thing as before. You say, well, our partner's got 5, I've got 4. I can bid at the 3 level, and you would bid 3 hearts again. So in summary, when you are sacrificing, you need to be non-vulnerable, and this is the scale running from good to bad. You need to use the law of total trumps to tell you how many you might make, and after a takeout double, bid 1 level higher than your normal fit. And I do recommend you learn Crow. I'm shortly going to do a video on Crow.